Captain Marvel versus Cyclops in this new issue of fucking X-Men Annual Issue 1. And this is the Contest of Chaos Part 7. So we just see Cyclops just wake up in this middle of nowhere. He didn't even know how the fuck he got here. He get up, he's like, is anybody there? Then we see Carol looking out the window of this building talking about some depending who's asking. She come outside and they meet each other and she tell us that it ain't even been that long ago. She don't know what the fuck going on. 10 minutes ago, she was walking to meet up with Jennifer, Jessica, and Jen for coffee, and now she here without any morning coffee. Cyclops look at the license plates and he could tell that they're in Iceland. They both get to reminiscing about how they used to do this shit. It reminds them of their home places when they was little. That's when she was like, Scott, look out! She pushed Scott out the way as these bricks almost fall on his ass. So they get to trying to figure out where the fuck are they. Captain Marvel go up in the air to try to see what's going on and look for some human life signs. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and talk to myself apparently. So he gets to walking and bam, his ass, there ain't no motherfucking sidewalk and shit no more. And it's like, just as the village felt aggressive, Scott himself felt an angry and slowly rising inside of him from the moment he started to wake up, eroding his control. Then he was like, what the fuck? This damn sidewalk was fine just a minute ago, wasn't it? What the fuck is happening? Carol Danvers felt it too, but she was short-tempered and by nature and didn't think about it much at first until she hit this fucking damn barrier. They said Carol and Scott are so much alike, both imbued with terrifying destructive powers, both dedicated to keep those powers in check no matter the personal cost. But they were also worlds apart. They took different approaches to the same problem. Scott mapped out every possibility, planned out multiple scenarios at once. And Carol, Carol smashed her way through whatever obstacles right in front of her. And if she couldn't, her anger only grew, especially in this strange place. A magic barrier! A magic barrier! So she comes down and meets up with Cyclops. He's like, I haven't seen any fish. She's like, what? He said, or any animal life of any kind. There's plenty of equipment in town. We might be trapped here for a while, and fishing might have been a good way to find food. She was like, how did you know we were trapped? I discovered a magical barrier all around the perimeter, but I haven't told you that yet. I didn't know. But if someone went through the trouble to bind us here, it stands to reason that they would want to keep us here. It just seemed obvious, right? As I said, different approaches to the same problem. But with this fucking chaos magic in this place fucking with them, Carol's seen something more sinister in Cyclops. She's like, who is you? I said, what? I'm Scott Summers. But are you really? After all, if they sent an imposter to pose as an ally, you would be a good choice. Who is they? I don't know. The mysterious baddie, arcade, or the beyond, or the magical tribunal, or someone else. You see under me, that's the magical tribunal. It's a group of fucking magicians and shit. Cyclops got to accusing her to be an imposter and shit, right? So they going back and forth for this shit, right? That's when her ass is like, I don't know your ass like that. Doesn't that seem strange? It seemed like you hide something. I know your father. He's a space pirate, and I'm the boss of space. I know Jean Grey and Logan. You know the funny thing is, I feel like they'll be a better couple than you ever. Something smacked her in the head, a plank, right? She was like, I know you didn't just. He's like, no, we need to calm down. And he said, you really want to calm down, Scott? Smacked the shit out of his ass. He said, no, actually, cracked her ass. I don't. That shit surprised the shit out of me. Sent her ass flying, right? Said the pier cracked beneath them through the magic of this place or sheer force of the battle. They knew not which. Which they did know is that they should stop fighting. That they should reach land and work together to figure out what the magic strange force that was making them act this way. They also didn't know what the fuck was going on. So since they couldn't stop the fucking conflict, they just decided to work together to pull their punch and to use whatever control they had left. Scott was like, I'm trying so hard not to blast you, Carol, no matter how much I want to. But moment by moment, they drew closer to losing all control. So instead, they fucking hop on this boat, right? She get to talking boat shit, talking about some, you think you could beat me, Scott? You, the astonishing, useless X-Man? You think you could beat me? You're not the first person to underestimate me, Carol, just the most arrogant. But we all know the reason for your bluster. The only binary in between insecurity and more insecure. She tried to steal off on his ass, he missed, but then she cracked his ass. He like, ah! That's when he asked, why can't we stop fighting? Oh, that's why. It was this damn fish, and they both knew they had to get that motherfucker. She was like, Scott, stop. This your last warning. Do not dive after that fish. I'm serious. He was like, okay, Carol. I didn't realize you were that serious. In that case, I better get a head start. He tried to hop into the water. She cracked his ass with a damn energy beam. Some, did you think I couldn't catch up with you before you even hit the water? This motherfucker go through 4 houses. He get up like, hey, this shit right here woke me up on Cyclops. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. So she tries to go get the fish, but the motherfucker disappeared. He getting up talking about some, this shit gonna leave a bruise, but that fish ain't getting away. She goes to the water, try to find it, she couldn't. You see Cyclops coming. She gets out the water and speed blitz his ass. Talking about some, you should have stayed down. He's like, Carol, please, I'm trying so hard not to. Blast the fuck out of her ass. He was like, Carol. She was like, hey, Scott, did you forget? I'm an energy absorber. And when you give me more energy, I get stronger. So thanks for the power up. That's when this motherfucker Cyclops said, fuck this shit. I've been holding back this whole fucking time. I always holding back. But now it's time for me to not hold back no more. With me losing control anyway, it should be easy. But it wasn't, because he used to hold control all the time. But he said, fuck that shit. Just let go. Just let go. Ah! Blasting everything. Fucking up this whole area. Telling you, this shit woke me the fuck up on Cyclops. She said, I had one question, Scott. She up here fucking glowing of energy. Just how stupid are you? He says, I know, right? All that power I gave you, and using it would be a cataclysmic event. You killed me, maybe everyone else in Iceland, Greenland, and all of Scandinavia. Just like you had almost killed your friends and my teammates when the Brood attacked. That was just in her last run, the last few issues. But I'm betting you're stronger than that, stronger than me, strong enough to even fight back against whatever this place is doing to us, to take back some small measure of control. Now that I forced you to. She was like, you win, Scott, so just go. I know, right? Bullshit. Like, be honest with you, this whole contest of chaos has been predictable. This basically the weakest one has been getting off. So he runs, jump into the water and grab the fish, telling us, I win. And then they said some small part of Scott knew that was a lie. Then this fucking light got over his ass and he was gone. Then they said, as for Carol, Carol knew she was felt angry at Cyclops, at the fish, or whatever wicked magic kept her there. But instead she felt tired and empty. Carol felt alone. Yeah! And she was, and that was the end of that fight. Now Agatha is trying to create a new Darkhold, using heroes to generate and contain chaos magic, because her self-righteousness has convinced her that this is the right way, the only way, to protect the world from pure chaos breaking free. But Agatha hasn't accounted for how much it would be worse for her if she fails, or when she fails, which is frankly the likeliest outcome. Spider-Man was like, and can your magic somehow cancel her magic, Clea? We know what she's doing, so now can we stop her, right? Jessica Jones is like, she has 7 of the most powerful heroes in the universe at her command, Spider-Man. Not to mention her own magic, which has already taken the heart of an elder god and dragged Clea into some kind of astral plane. And that's just the last 72 hours. Besides, we only know where she's been, past tense. Actually, that's not quite accurate, Jessica. I was able to place some sort of tracker on Agatha's astral projection. It's not incredibly accurate when we don't have a physical body to work with, but based on the location where the tracker has been pinged, I'd say Agatha is right around here, the Bermuda Triangle. That's when Spider-Man was like, I need to make a call. He was talking about the Avengers, and this shit gonna be continued in that Avengers Annual Issue 1, which will be the finale of the Contest of Chaos. They said that basically Agatha gonna have them motherfuckers that she been collecting fight the Avengers, but now the Avengers gotta pick between saving their friends or stopping the new creation of the Darkhold. But they choice may have consequences not even Agatha has never seen. After this issue, I'm always gonna have to put respect on Cyclops. But if he keep getting his ass beat, I'm not. But I do know how powerful this motherfucker is now. He just be holding the fuck back. How y'all feeling about this content chaos? And is y'all ready for this next issue?